We're working for you and getting answers from the city after viewers contacted us about their local park and playground.
CBS 8's Anna Laurel joins us from Mesa Verde Park. And I understand that after your report last week, the city met with Park and Rec staff to see what needs to get fixed there.
Yeah, they did, you guys. Can you hear all the kids behind me playing? This is a really popular park, even though it is old. The playground was built more than 20 years ago, but it's not slated to be updated or replaced anytime soon. But the city is going to fix some of the issues we brought to its attention.
We're working very hard to ensure that we meet the needs of the community to the extent we can with the resources that we have.
Andy Field is the director of San Diego's Parks and Recreation. He manages hundreds of maintenance staff assigned to take care of city parks daily. But for the past couple of weeks, I've done stories with viewers unhappy about the condition of their local park.
And I'll show you guys some broken equipment over here.
Last week, we introduced you to Alex Timberman, who lives beside Mesa Verde Park in Mira Mesa.
Every single park seems to have better equipment than the park here.
Alex reached out to CBS 8 because he says he filed numerous complaints about missing playground equipment and a sandbox full of trash, but nothing gets fixed.
I think the city's job is to make things look fair, equal distribution of resources.
Yeah, and you don't see that.
No, they haven't done anything here.
Today, the Parks and Rec director told us the missing seesaw and ladder on the play structure are both on order. He says they should be installed and ready for play in the next 2 to 3 months. As for the sandbox
does need to be replaced and replenished. That should be done as soon as possible. I'm hoping this week, next week.
If you go down the street, again, in a little bit nicer area, Jonas Salk, they got beautiful white sand.
In 2021, a city audit showed a funding disparity that benefited rec centers and parks in wealthier communities. But the city says it's trying to correct that.
We are trying to catch up after years of being disinvested, and that catch up will take some time because we have such a staggeringly huge workload to address.
Field says the city still wants the older, smaller parks to be good for families. And if your park needs work, the city wants to hear from you.
Without having volunteers and hearing feedback from our fellow San Diegans, we can't manage our parks as well as they would like.
So back out here in Mira Mesa, the city is right now focused on a $40 million project to renovate and expand part of the Mira Mesa Community Park. So how does the city pick and choose which parks get those big high-dollar projects? Well, it says it gets it from feedback at those community groups, those recreation groups and town councils. It wants to hear from you. Out here at the Mesa Verde Park, this is Anna Laurel for CBS 8.
Well, definitely a lot of feedback now that we've aired the story, and we thank Alex for reaching out to us. You know, we tell our viewers every day if there's a story you'd like us to look into, email us at workingforyou@cbs8.com, and he did. And it's so great that there's such progress, because I remember the story just last week, Anna. You reported that there is also a homeless encampment beside the playground. What's the city going to do about that?
Yeah, well, and you guys were just doing the report with Steve about that homeless encampment ordinance. That vote, we hope tomorrow. So all these kids are playing just a few yards to my right. There's a little hill slope and it goes down. We can't see them where we're standing. We can see bicycles and the tops of some tents. That's where that homeless encampment is. And the city says it's going to wait to see what that ordinance, that vote is tomorrow, to get some guidance from the city and for Parks and Rec staff and for police.
Yes, because that ordinance does cover encampments that are right near our park, so we'll have to follow that.
That's right.
And good job at least for getting the ball rolling on improvements at Mesa Verde Park, Anna. Here at CBS 8, we do want to help solve problems affecting you and your community. If there's something you'd like us to look into, be like Alex. Email us at workingforyou@cbs8.com.
Glad to see those repairs were made. You know, big renovations, big changes. We understand that might be a little longer, but what's there should work for the kids.
Yes, great.